Happy New Year, everybody. My name is Douglas Muir, and I'm the CEO and founder of Credit Justice Services. What we do here at Credit Justice Services is we continually try to help you achieve and your clients achieve the credit scores that they deserve. We also like to streamline the process. This is where the good news comes in. What we have done here at Credit Justice Services is we have streamlined the process once more. As you all know, we had 5 rounds of letters. We're still the only company in the United States that allows the consumer to send out the letters on their behalf, and also that goes after the direct to creditor, the people who put the bad credit on the credit report. That's very important to know, because by being able to go after the people who put the bad credit on the credit report separates us from everybody. Because as you know, the other 3,477 credit repair companies in the United States, all they do is send letters to the credit bureaus, the same letters, time after time after time. And on average, they do this, it takes them about a year. We have now taken the process from 105 days down to 90 days. We met with an attorney firm in Washington, D.C., and they said that we were having an extra line item of work there that the consumer didn't do. They said to us, once the director creditor does not respond, we are able to go after them legally. So why do we need to send out another letter, a second letter, directly to the creditor? We don't have to. So this is what we have done. So what we're doing is we're sending out all in one package the first round of letters. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to send out the personal information dispute letter along with all the inaccurate and unverifiable letters. Okay, so it's going to go out together. What was happening was we were sending out the personal information dispute letter and then waiting 5 days and asking the consumer to send out the inaccurate and unverifiable letters. We found out it was just confusing your client and the consumer. So we did some tests and we found out if we send out the personal dispute information letter along with the inaccurate and unverifiable letter, that we got the same results. And it didn't confuse the client anymore. So that's what we do now. And it's very exciting that we're able to do that. Now, of course, once again, we have to wait 30 days. All right, and of course they're going to reply, the credit bureaus, like they always do, with some hogwash. We don't think this is you. Please verify this is you. This is verified. Some garbage. What we're going to do then is after 30 days, we're going to send out a second round of letters. Now, the second round of letters is going to go directly to the credit bureaus. At the same time, under FACT Act 312, we are now allowed to come after the direct-to-creditor. So now we go after the collection agencies, the credit card companies, the people who put the bad credit on the credit report. We send out this letter, certified return receipt, only to the collection agency. That's it. Because the collection agencies will fold a lot faster than, let's say, Chase Manhattan Bank, Bank of America. So we really want to know when the collection agency gets the letter. So they must go out only to the collection agencies as per the instructions, certified return receipt mail. Okay? So now what we did is we just reduced the cost of the consumer, your client, because we were sending out the first round of dispute letters directly to the creditor. All of them were going out certified return receipt. And we were getting a lot of complaints about that. So we just reduced the cost again to your client. Now, once again, we have to wait 30 days. After 30 days, they are going to respond. Normally, the credit bureaus come back and they give us the same frivolous response, and it says verified. Okay? We asked them for the method of verification, and they did not show us. Illegal, number one. The second thing is the direct-to-creditor that you see on the right-hand side here, those collection agencies and most of those credit card companies, they never respond. Ever respond. Totally illegal. So what we do then, we don't go back to the creditors. We now wrap up the 2 letters we sent to the credit bureaus. We send the certified return receipt letters and all the other letters that we sent directly to the creditor, the people who put the bad credit on the credit report. and we send it directly to the credit bureaus. We say, "Dear Mr. Credit Bureau, please see all the information that we have placed to find out, to verify this negative trade line. Please see all the information and responses showing that no one has showed me anything under these laws, these regulations, and this case law. We are now, Mr. Credit Bureau, giving you 30 days to prove this, or else we're going to file suit." And that's where the 30 days come in. So now we're at 90 days, and they reply. Either they reply deleted, either they replied verified, and if they verify it, folks, we are not moving further. It's done. Most of them don't, but if they do verify it, we're done. Okay? Or the third thing is they don't reply at all, which means if they don't reply at all and they don't remove it, we send the credit bureaus the last letter, and it says litigation. And that's it. We're done. Now your client can go to small claims court with what we have right here and file a lawsuit against the collection agency, because when we send this letter, the second round of letters, which goes to the collection agency, that's also considered a validation of debt letter, which means the collection agency must stop the harassment calls, and they also must remove the negative trade line from the credit report. Folks, guess what they never do? They never stop the calls, and they never take it off the credit report. So your client can go into small claims court, and under the Fair Debt Collections Practice Act, FDCPA, they can now sue the collection agency. They can also file a lawsuit against the 3 credit bureaus in small claims court and win $1,000 for not doing the appropriate verification of the inaccurate or unverifiable trade line. What I want to do this year in 2012 is I want to flood the courthouses with lawsuits against collection agencies and against credit bureaus. Folks, that's the only way we're going to change stuff. I've been on Capitol Hill for a long time. I just had a bill turned down in the Virginia state because the new bill that I was going after was to have the consumer get a copy of their real FICO report, because as you all know, there's a FICO report and there's a FACO report. The FACO credit report is that credit report that you get online for free. It leaves out so much information, it's a joke. Okay? But the banks are not allowed to give you the real FICO report. And it got denied because there was a law called subparagraph G that the 3 credit bureaus sent in after they came up with FACT Act 312, and it doesn't allow each state to make up their own rules and regulations for the credit bureaus. Can you believe that? That's how dirty these people are. So by this new process, we have decreased the expense for your client on the certified mail part. We have streamlined the process, which made it easier, which means more clients are going to get a higher credit score faster, and also they're going to finish. So this is huge information. We're going to have our first webinar on the 3rd Wednesday of January. I'm so excited about this new year in 2012. We have streamlined credit justice services. We have gotten back to basics, and we are going to help the consumer get into that mortgage loan, that home, or help them out of bankruptcy. Once they get out of bankruptcy, we're going to help them to clean up their credit. This is huge. I wish you all the best in 2012.